Welcome back to Wave of Dalker. This is the video I was talking about on Sunday's Weekly Music. We're going to take off Weekly Music this week. We had episode 25 last week. We're going to rank all 100 albums that I reviewed on the channel thus far. 25 episodes in, 100 episodes, or 100 albums. So, yeah, that's all I really got to say. That was kind of a very choppy and blah intro, but let's just get into it. I don't want this video to last too long because it's 100 albums, and you know. And it's in order, too, so that's good. First up, Places and Spaces, Donald Byrd. Really good jazz album. Lyric jazz, I really dig that. I'm going to go B. It's still in the rotation pretty frequently. I like the big band jazz feel. I like it a lot. I'm going to go B for Places and Spaces. Slime Season 3 by Young Thug. Really good mixtape. Digits, one of his better songs. I'm going to go A. I like Young Thug a lot. So, Emails I Can't Send Forward by Sabrina Carpenter. It's alright. I was kind of high on it when I first listened to it, but looking back on it, it's not really in the rotation as much. I listened to Feather a pretty fair amount, but besides that, not so much. Where's my chair leg? Desire I Want to Turn Into You by Caroline Polachek. Really good. It's still in the rotation pretty frequently. Bunny is a Writer, Billions, really good tracks. I'm going to go B for Desire I Want to Turn Into You. Last year was Weird Volume 2 by TK Maidza. It was alright. I was kind of iffy on it when I first listened to it, and I'm not like iffy on it, but it's still like, it's not in the rotation as much as some other tracks. American Dream by 21 Savage. I was very, very low on this when it first came out. I still am relatively low on it. I don't think it really did much for me to be like, oh, this is, a great 21 Savage project. But I'm going to go here. I don't know. He's not innovating enough. Heaven Knows by Pink Panthers. Pretty good. I like Pink Panthers a lot. I'm seeing some evolution in what she's doing here, and I don't know. It's just a solid project from her. I like her. Penalty of Leadership by Boldy James and Nicholas Craven. It was solid. I really like Boldy James. I think he does good stuff. And I'm gonna go C tier for this. How Do You Sleep at Night with You by Tizo Touchdown. Really, really good. I was low on this initially when the base album this came out, but once the deluxe came out, which is what this is, I kind of completely flipped. Mood Swings, Third Coast. Those are my favorite tracks from this project. I just think it's fun. Tizo Touchdown just has fun on his tracks. Cirque by Biosphere, ambient album. But I mean, it's a good ambient album. I'll go right here. If it can go in between these two. Oh, there we go. 3D Country by Geese. Really, really good. A really unique album. He's doing stuff that I haven't really heard before. Really, really unique voice. I said it sounded like he's like performing in a saloon in like Oklahoma or something like that. Like I don't know. It's funky and I enjoy it. Girls Love Jungle by Gum MP3 and Days God. House music, DJ-esque. Solid. I liked it. Composite Truth by Mandrill. It was okay. Jazzy. The latter half of the album I prefer a lot more than the former. It was solid. I'll go like right here, I suppose. Lean by Gucci Mane. Really, really good. Really, really long. But, I mean, Confused with Future. That's like one of the first few tracks on that. That's like one of my favorite like Future tracks in general. I mean, I know he's a feature, but I just really like that song. So I'm going to go here. Brothers in Arms by Dire Straits. Really, really good. A lot of iconic tracks on here. Walk On By, or Walk On Life. A few other tracks I can't think of right now, but it was just good. I like Dire Straits. I'm going to go here. God Bless Your Hustle by Mike. Really good. I want to listen to more Mike. He always has really cool album covers. I like his features. I'm going to go right here. Tracy Chapman by Tracy Chapman. I was relatively high on this when I first listened to it. Fast Car is obviously, one of probably her most iconic track. But the rest of it's kind of iffy for me. I'm going to go down here. Ode, what is this? Ode to, oh shit. Did it say it? Ode to the Void. Ode to the Void by Life on Venus. I knew most of it. It was solid. It's not really in the rotation as much. I said it was kind of like Cocteau Twinsy, like kind of ethereal, spacious kind of tracks. But it was alright. I'll go here. Homicide Life by Homicide Gang, really good. I like Homicide Gang. I like Opium's production. Just I really like that. Um, I like that. I like that group, whatever you call it. And yeah, I think it's like Life by that on this track is on this album really in my rotation pretty frequently. I'm gonna go here. Escape by Journey. I was pretty high on this when I first listened to it. I don't really listen to Who's Crying Now as much as I did. I was kind of on a Who's Crying Now kick for a little bit, but I mean, there's tons of iconic tracks on this, like Don't Stop Believing, and um, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on it, but it's solid. I'll go here. Work and Non-Work by Broadcast, really really good. Still in the rotation. I listened to another Broadcast album recently. I really like. This is like a oh my gosh, a compilation album. But it's good. I liked it a lot. I'll go up here. The House is Burning by Isaiah Rashad. It was good. I was high on it when it came out, or when I listened to it. Not really in the rotation as much though. I'll go like here. Star by Belly. Really, really good. Similar to Broadcast. Just like a really funky. I don't even know what genre it is, but I don't know. I dug it. I'm going to go up here. 2093 by Yeet. I was low on this initially. I've kind of come around to it. But not as much as like I really liked Afterlife. And I don't know. I'm curious to see where he goes from here. I'm gonna go here. Yeah. Flextra by Osama Sun. Really, really good. Still very much in the rotation. I really like Osama Sun. Beat by King Crimson. Solid. Heartbeat. And, oh my god. The track with the really heavy bass line. Absent Lovers. Not really in the rotation that much, though. I'm going to go, like, down here. Sleeper by Ty Segall. Solid. Good indie album. Not really in the rotation very much, but I liked it. I'll go here. Win the Pawn by Fiona Apple. Really solid. I really like her voice, and I like her I like her style. I don't know. It was good. The Blue Man by Steve Kahn. Good. Like I said, he was on, he played on the, oh my god, I'm blanking on what the phrase is. He played guitar for Steely Dan and a few other albums, I think in Asia, and I liked it. On Asia, not in Asia. But yeah, I'm going to go here. Nocturnal Playground by Russ Freeman, really, really good. Nice jazzy album. Kind of like tropical-esque. I liked it. Slime Language by Young Thug. It was alright. It's not really in the rotation very much. Just another Young Thug album, but it was still really solid. Forward by Jordan Ward, really good. I like this album. There's one track that's pretty heavy in the rotation called like 0495, I think, that I really, really like. Shorter track, but it's dope. Underdressed at the Symphony by Faye Webster. Solid. A little disappointed. A lot of singles were on this from, that were released previously, like Lego Ring, but not Kiss and Lifetime. And I'm not really into any of those tracks, but I think Thinking About You is definitely my favorite track on this album. That song is definitely higher in rotation. I'm going to go up here. Larger Than Life by Brent Faiyaz. This album is actually pretty heavy in the rotation. Moment of Your Life with Coco Jones. And, oh my god, I'm blanking on like my favorite one. Whatever, but this album's great. I liked it. Larry Young's Fuel. This album comes up a lot. I like it. Jazzy. It's a really interesting vocals on this. I'm gonna go like here. This is that Cochise album. I can't think of what it's called. It was alright. I'm not really that big a fan. 94 Camera Music, not in the rotation at all. I honestly just like forgot that I added any playlist of mine. It was alright though, but just meh. The Bell album by Al Green, S. This is my first 5 hot dogs out of 5. Super dope. Just, I don't know, just a lovely album to listen to. Like, I was just, walking around taking photos. It was a lovely day outside. I don't know, I was very at peace listening to this album. Blood Rain by Sick Boy Rari. It was alright. Not really in the rotation very much. Not really significant to me. Plum Blossom by MXM Tune. Kind of the same thing. Just solid. Very, it's her first album, her first record, first project, EP, whatever. And you can kind of tell, it's just kind of, I don't know, it feels unpolished. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road by Elton John, another S tier. Fantastic. Just one of the other five hot dogs out of five. Just a really fantastic album. Silk Degrees by Boss Skaggs. It was good. Yacht Rocky. I like it. I Know Nigo by Nigo. A nice little, producer ensemble album. I liked it. It was alright. I'll go up here. We Don't Trust You by Future and Metro Boomin. Type Shit is in rotation a lot. Slimed Out or Slimed In. Slime Shit. I don't know. The one that Young Thug is like talking. I don't know. It sounds great. It's in the rotation pretty heavily. The Glow Part 2 by The Microphones. Probably the best album I've listened to of the year so far. This I just can't believe this album. It's so damn good. I like it a lot more as a whole project. Like, it's kind of hard for me to listen to any of the songs outside of the flow of the actual project, but still, I mean, it's just a fantastic album. Same thing with Ants from Up There, Here. Fantastic. It's really difficult for me to really get into the songs without listening to the whole thing. Like, I listened to both of these, I think, front to back twice, and they're just fantastic. Discovery by Daft Punk. This might be my favorite one. It's tough. I mean, this album, I mean, Daft Punk. They just are incredible with, chopping samples and just creating something out of nothing. I really enjoyed it. Fourth Wall by Rule. It was good. A few of the tracks are still in rotation. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does next. I thought this album was pretty great. I'm going to move this down. The New Abnormal by The Strokes, another S. This is probably my favorite Strokes album. I also really like, I think it's Metabolism, and obviously their debut, whatever the hell that one's called. It's just solid. The Strokes are great. I like At the Door. The Adults Are Talking, obviously, Ode to the Mets. Like, that's just an iconic album by them. Arcade Fire by... No. This is, the group is Arcade Fire. I forget what the album's called, but this one's okay. Dragon, New War Mountain, I Believe in You, another S. Fantastic. This album... Oh, shit. This album's great. It's just... The vibes on this album are just so high. Just like that kind of country-esque, acoustic, AJ Lakers vocals. It just has such a dope vibe. Same thing with whatever the hell this one was called by Adrian Lanker. I'm gonna go up here though, but I mean, she just has such a fantastic voice. I can't believe it. Music for Airports by Brian Eno, another ambient album. I'll put it right next to Cirque by Biosphere. Ambient albums can really only do like one of two things to me, and no, just one. I don't know. Ambient albums are just... There's seldom one that really blows me away. I just really like them. They're just a good album to listen to when you're just, not really trying to think too much. Covered in Heather by Heather. This album's pretty heavy in the rotation, I'd say. I like Heather a lot. I think they do pretty cool stuff. There's a cover of a Carpenter song in there. I like it. The Freewheelin' Bob Dylan. It's alright. Not really in the rotation as much as I would have thought. I need to listen to more of him. Gunfighter Ballads and Trail Songs by Marty Robbins. Another A. This album's really heavy in the rotation. Just like a nice, just fun cowboy songs. What's more like? Skylight by Pinegrove. Pretty solid. It's in rotation pretty frequently. I like it. Dynamite by Some Loopers. It's alright. Not really in rotation as much. Fatherly Bride by Vampire Weekend. Not really in rotation as much. I don't know. I just couldn't really get into it. I need to listen to more of them. The Leprechaun by Chick Corea. I love jazz. I love Chick Corea. I love The Return of Forever. Just great, piano shit. Grand Wazoo by Frank Zappa. I'll do a B. I like this album. It's just a fun, funky, jazzy. I like it. Monk Street by Thelonious Monk. I'll go A. I like Thelonious Monk. I like piano. I like feeling mellow. It's great. Same thing with Chapeau Blow by Cortex. This album's pretty heavy in rotation. Go Round. It's probably my favorite track by them. Just a nice, slower piano track. I dig it. Masterpiece by Big Thief. I liked it less than Dragon New War Mountain, but I still really liked it. I think Big Thief just does great stuff. Voice Memories by Quadeca. It's alright. This is, I think, his debut album. I need to listen to Junkyard and Sorry for Haunting You, or Didn't Mean to Haunt You, whatever, his newer tracks, or albums, because I've heard those are really great. Today by Galaxy 500. It was alright. It's not really in rotation very much. Radical Optimism, or yeah, whatever that's called. I couldn't really get into it. Training Season and Houdini are great, but the rest of it, the album's just kind of meh to me. I really didn't dig it. This is something by Gleamer. I'm blanking on what it's called right now, but I like this a lot. I pulled this album up after being disappointed by the Galaxy 500 album, and this one did a lot more for me than the Galaxy 500 one. First Band on the Moon by the Cardigans. I'll go S. I really like the Cardigans. Love Fool, their cover of Iron Man. This album's just fun. Uh, no, I'll go high A. I think S is a little crazy for that, but yeah. Tyler by Tyler, meh. I was kind of high on it when I first listened to it, but it's kind of bottomed out for me a little bit. Big Fish Theory by Vince Staples. This is I'm also really I've not to say I've turned the corner, but I'm a lot more into this album than I was when I was fresh off of listening to it. Structures from Silence by Steve Roach, another ambient album. I'll put it right next to Cirque by Biosphere, and Music for Airports, just another ambient album. This one's like I think it's only like 3 tracks and they're like 20 minutes long. So, Alta Vista by Childish Gambino. I was a little low on this initially. I've kind of come around to it a little bit. A little bit. Like Sweet Thing, Tequila Bay, and To Be Hunted. I still prefer the initial mixes of it, but I mean Final Church and Alta Vista I think are some pretty good additional tracks, and I just like Childish Gambino. So, Floor Seats by A$AP Ferg. I'm a lot higher on this than I was initially. I was high on it initially regardless, but I mean, Dreams, Fairy Tales, Fantasy, it's fantastic. Ride with Ty Dolla $ign, like those songs are they're just fun. They just get me going, you know. That sounds weird. Trap Soul by Bryson Tiller, it's all right. I was kind of listening to it as a joke just because of all like the baby mama songs. That's what I was saying, but I digress. Angel's Pulse by Blood Orange. I really liked it. It got me to listen to the other Blood Orange album that has Uncle Ace, and that's like one of my favorite tracks right now. Blood Orange is dope. I think they make really great stuff. Life of Peter 5. Really good. I like Pierre Bourne. Like I said, he's probably my favorite working producer right now. And all his albums are great. Um, shit. The Giveon album, whatever this one's called. It was alright. Kind of similar thing to Bryson Tiller, but a little bit more. Like I don't know. I was getting similar vibes from the two. Not really similar vibes, but I don't know. Like I don't know why I'm comparing the two, but I like the Giveon album. Abbey Road, obviously. I mean S. Like, I'm not like it's not heavy in the rotation, but I'm able to acknowledge that like these tracks have been part of like the music zeitgeist my entire life, and like I've always liked these tracks like that I'm hearing. So it's like I can't really, regardless of like if it's in the rotation or not, like it's just part of music. I feel like I just have to acknowledge like that is an S. Like that's kind of like a societal pressure S, but I'll go high A. No, you know what? No, it's a great album. I gave it 90 plus hot dogs out of 100, but still, whatever. 12 Out Future songs, really good. I like On Feature Tape 2 more, but I mean I think Bastard on this is great. VCR is also great. It's just a fun album. Never mind the Bullocks. Here's the Sex Pistols. It's alright. I'm not really sure punk rock is for me. Talking Heads 77, really good. I like Talking Heads. Who doesn't like Talking Heads? Um, Don't Something by Aggression. Meh. I've suggested this album after listening to Don't Mind the Bullocks, looking for more punk rock, and it's just not for me. I've discovered. Bug by Casey Hill, probably my favorite album of the year thus far. Definitely my favorite album of the year thus far. I think she's just fantastic. Like I know you love me still. I think it's what it's called. That's like one of my favorite tracks right now. Probably song of the year thus far for me, other than um um oh my god, Sexy to Someone. Sorry, Clara, I'm tired. Low by Metallica, really good. I need to listen to more Metallica, but I like this album. Um, shit. Um, Jinx by Crumb. Great. I listened to Crumb before. I like this Crumb album a lot. It was good. Savage Garden by Savage Garden. Great. This album's fantastic. Santa Monica. I Want You. Heavy in the rotation. Great tracks. Listen to it if you haven't. I really liked it. Shake That Street by Grateful Dead. It was alright. I need to listen to more Grateful Dead. I know they're a jam band, and this is one of the early albums where it's less jammy and more like typical song length. Richie Blackmore's Rainbow. I was kind of low on this initially, but I've come around to a lot of the tracks, and they're pretty frequently in the rotation. Submarine by the Marias, another great album that came out this year, and also really good. I liked it. Spiderland by Slint, solid. Another comment suggested this one I really did like. This is kind of in the punk genre, but it's a little more my speed, so I liked it. Brat by Charlie XCX, pretty good. One of the better albums that I've listened to this year. I liked it, and some of the songs are pretty consistently in the rotation. Love is Back by Love Unlimited. It was alright. I'll go down here. Was this Timeless by Cantrada? Another great album that came out this year. Ensemble producer album. I love albums like this. Pretty good. I think I liked it more than Brad. I think I could say that. Gemini by Lucky. Not my favorite Lucky album. I need to listen to it a little bit more, but I liked it. Um, Something Midwest Princess by Chappell Roan. Pretty good. I really listened to it. I really liked it the first time I listened to it. I haven't really listened to it much since, but I mean, the tracks are great. I think she's did a great job. Um, this is the new Jabez album. Blanking on the title, but I really liked it. Um, Parentheses by Sigur Rós, really great. I'm gonna go like up here. Um, this is the Mount Kimby Sunset Violence, really good. And then Computer World by Kraftwerk. I'll go down here. So yeah, that's my off the cuff rankings. I think the best album I listened to this year is just undoubtedly The Glow Part 2 by the Microphones. That album's just ridiculous. Either that or Discovery by Daft Punk. I mean, you see, I talked about it already, but I mean, I think my favorite albums that I listened to of the year thus far, and that I've ranked, because I've listened to other albums, outside the show. Bug by Casey Hill. I mean, it's laid out like this, but I mean, Bug by Casey Hill is really great. Submarine by the Marias, and then probably Timeless by K-Tronada. There's been some pretty good albums this year, but I mean, Bug by Casey Hill, listen to it if you haven't. It's just awesome. But that's all I got for this video. I'll see you guys next week for a new week in music, but I just wanted to, get a ranking video out there. I think it's just a fun thing to do. Just to look at all the albums that I've ranked this year, which is just crazy. 100 albums. That's nuts. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.